have pens. Okay, make sure you bring pens. Hey family, how you going? So we are coming towards an end of our quarantine, which is pretty cool. And I thought that we might have a little chat about this transition back to school. Just want to point out I'm wearing my Sailor Moon shirt and my jammies because it's still quarantine and I am so Sailor Jupiter. So going back to school is a little scary, eh? Yeah, we are so used to, you know, hanging out at home and doing things at home, to suddenly going back to how it used to be is a little bit scary. So here are the 4 things that I would like to discuss and make sure you're aware of when you come back to school. Number 1. So what I want you to do is make sure that you keep in mind about our protocols, okay? So the government has created protocols that we follow just to keep us safe. So make sure that you do keep the allocated distance, which I believe is 1 meter, and you're washing your hands regularly, and you're just being very mindful of what you're touching and who you're close to. And if you're sick, of course, stay home. Okay, look after yourself, look after this country. Number 2. So make sure that you are following instructions. So your teachers are going to be fresh back into teaching and they're going to be a little bit stressed. So it's a really good idea to make sure you have their backs and you look after them and you follow instructions. You know, teachers are just human beings and they need to have a lot of support as well while they're teaching, and something that really helps is if you just follow instructions and you listen to them. So especially on this transitioning back to school, make sure that you're listening to them, you're not talking over them, you're not refusing to do things because you don't feel like it. Like, just really look after your teacher and follow those instructions. So teachers will probably have a teacher-only day or some time at home to think about what kinds of activities that you can do in your class when you return. So they would have really thought about what they can do to make sure that you're less anxious and that you're having fun when you return. So follow through those instructions with them and do the games and the activities or assessments that they've provided to you. Because they would have really thought about it and really made sure that it was something that you should be doing on the first day back. Please don't stress us out. Look after us. We will look after you. 3. Communicate your feelings, okay? So make sure you're telling us what's wrong, or if you're a bit anxious about sitting next to people, or how it feels to go back into your learning again when it's been maybe a bit of time since you've done it. Alrighty, so the last one is making sure you get back into your school rules, okay? So things like no cell phones. We know that cell phones are a big distraction for your learning, unless of course you use them in your learning. But we've got to make sure that we don't use them, and I know how hard it is to use something for so long, like every minute of the day, to suddenly not. It's really hard, but we do need to make sure that we are following our school rules. The other thing is making sure that you're prompt to class and that you are going to every single lesson, and that you go in open-minded for whatever learning you're going to experience. The last thing is making sure that you have your resources. So have a pen. Have a pen. Have pens. Okay? Make sure you bring pens. Pens to school, okay? Your teacher probably won't have heaps to offer, so make sure that you bring your pen and your books and everything that's required for the lessons that you take, even your PE gear, okay? And make sure it's as less stressful as possible for you and for your teacher. Please don't stress us out. Look after us. Alrighty, that's it from me in the Sailor Moon Scouts, okay? Look after yourself, eh? And listen to people, talk to people, keep that distance away from each other, okay? And good luck with going back to school. I'll see you around probably. Bye.